Last night, I dreamt we got put in a jail together, in France. That was great. We learnt French, and they let us out for bike rides, and the food was excellent. We kept noticing how simple and fantastic life was. But you said it too often, made me feel defensive and nostalgic for the slight crapness we perceived to be blighting, Blythe. The more you adored all things Francais, the more I disliked you. It wasn't that I disagreed at all, it was just you said things with such a certainty it felt aggressive. It was as though you were challenging me to demur. You loved things almost with a temper. I felt homesick. On one of our bike rides, I suggested we just kept going. You said we'd miss our curfew and therefore dinner. I said, sod it, we'll get chips. You said, frites. I said, no, chips. We got caught at the bottom of the high street. It was after that they were mean to us. They treated us like ungrateful school kids. We felt as though we'd become a burden. I started reading English books again. I made a point of reading French writers translated. The warden disliked it. C'est symptomatique de la nouvelle passion pour la délinquance culturelle, she told one of the other wardens. Antagonizing our hosts brought us closer. At mealtimes we were pathetic. Have you any French eggs from French hens? No? No French fries, French toast, French dressing, French mustard, French onion soup? You must have French bread. It wasn't long before we'd ruffle some feathers. A delegation of intimidating inmates came to visit our cell. We talked about reorganizing, and they complimented the way we'd arranged our things. Then they made it clear they'd like us to leave. They said that they were disappointed we'd not taken the opportunity to make the most of our short stay. They said that when we'd arrived, we'd been very popular with the other inmates, and they'd given us nicknames. The ones that stuck were Jules and Jim. It meant nothing to me, but you thought it was witty. They told us the correct route to make our escape on bicycle. You should avoid the high street, they said. The wardens frequent the cafes. This we already knew, but I excused myself, woke up, and switched off the alarm. I was back before anyone had gone anywhere. I now had a clear advantage because I knew it wasn't real. Until then, there'd been nothing particularly erotic about the jail. But on returning, I noticed it was quite brimming with suggestion. I thanked them, and they asked us to send rock and roll tapes. I promised we would. That's all I remember. I woke with a feeling of sadness, as though I'd let somebody down. I don't know if it was guilt for our behaviour, or the fact that I'd promised the tapes, knowing there wouldn't be time.